Now it's 7:20 in the morning. Today is the 11th of March 2026. It's a Wednesday, and we are going to a tour of the Tulou, which is a Hakka people's domicile, the circular domicile with community. So we're going on a tour to two different ones, and we are supposed to meet at 7:25 at this theater, which is just a few minutes walk from our hotel. So there's some pastries for just over $1, and just in case we are hungry, we can have something to eat. And waiting at this street corner for our bus 9933, should be a blue bus. And then this is a theater, a small one, but a theater nonetheless. Must be an old-time style theater, and this is the intersection of the road. Definitely an old-fashioned or retro kind of a theater. Well, the bus was only 5 minutes late, not too bad, but it passed. Park across the road in intersection that is kind of unexpected, so we have to kind of move here. But we're on 7:33. We're on the bus. 7:35, and we're on the road again. Very interesting bus. Must be a luxury bus because it's a 2+1 configuration instead of the normal 2+2. And the seat does recline, got a handle bar here, although no USB charger or anything that I can tell. Still pretty nice. We're going around the city and picking up people. This is dead in the morning, 7:35, 7:40. This is an elementary school. They are still going to school. Lots of bakery here. Breakfast, so no problem for breakfast. On the road, Zhongshan Lu, Xingping Lu. We can even see oh, here's the ferry terminal. Probably come here tomorrow, take the ferry to the island.
隧道，第一个呢翔安隧道，第二个呢海沧隧道啊，所以5桥2隧把这厦门岛紧紧给它扣在一起。厦门分离呢6个区加上1个居委会啊。首先第一个区就是你们出发的那个区啊，叫做什么区呢？对，市民区在你们的左手边啊。市民区呢是目前我们厦门经济最好的、房价最高的，1平方平均呢大概呢差不多呢7万左右啊。它的主要经济来源是靠什么呢？对呀，就是靠旅游，靠你们哈。你们是不来的话呢，它要倒闭了，知道不？啊，第二个区呢，在你们右手边这个区叫做湖里区。湖里区的经济来源呢靠2个。
And also there is a entrance in the back of the bus. I mean, in the middle of the bus. We are at the rest area. I think there are certain regulations that governs how many times you have to stop for restroom facilities and all that. And with this, we are only at 8:30. Got on the bus for 1 hour, and we'll be just over an hour and 20 minutes before we reach our first destination. We are on the highway. Been traveling on the highway for a bit now. Time now is about 9:30.
那你们可以往右手边看啊，大概还有。钢筋水泥是假的哈，最外面那个瓦片那个是平方米。那把你们的左手边的那个窗帘呢也拉起来，这边有一个呢比较老，1664年到现在的哈，将近有300多年。往右手边还可以看到啊。看完之后就跟你们说这土楼啊。然后你们那个单排的这一排的人，来把脚尖垫。右手边，中间那个就是长方形的哈。
Not sure if you saw any of that. I certainly didn't. I just stick my hand up. Anyway, we'll see a lot of that up close. The rest area looks like. Fascinating. Yongding Tulou. Here we are. We just came down this all these viaducts supported highway, and we are in the Tulou area, almost there. And the time right now is about 9:55 or almost 10 o'clock. Alrighty, we are here. The Youkeyun Blue Bus 9933's license. And we are at the parking lot. We've just been given earpieces. Here they are pretty strict about the noise control. So not a lot of people today, I think, which is, I guess, a good thing. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. It's the Fujian King of Fujian Tulou. That's what it's called. Inside the Tulou, there are no restrooms, so better go now before you get stuck in there, because you can only go in once with your ticket and there are no restroom in there. So let's go. Alright, we have 4 Tulou, and the first one is 64 years old, and the others are 2, 3, up to 600 years old. So they were built at different times. Some of them quite recent, 64 years ago. And now we are going to go in, and what happened is that since the way it works is if you're 60 to 65 or 60 to almost 65, it's half price, which is 20 yuan. But if you are over 65, it's free. So whether you're foreigner or local, it's the same. And I think if it's free, then you just go in here. They will take a look and wave you through. So that's pretty nice. Here it seems like most places, when they say 65 is free, you don't have to buy ticket, you just show it to them, and they don't discriminate between foreign and local, so that's always nice. It's quite a number of steps up.
这边61个台阶走上去，上面没有台阶了哈。
61 steps to get up there. And once you're up there, there are no more steps. Alrighty. Well, there are steps up that way, but we're not going up there. But there's a slope. And they got this inflatable things here. Very interesting. These inflatable arches seems to be popular. So there are actually 23,000 such tulo in this area called Yongding, and this is here is the king. It's probably the biggest one, but this is only 64 years old from what I heard. Oh, not this little one. Yeah, this little one. So it's from built by the overseas Chinese, probably as a gag, I guess. I don't know. 侨夫楼, that means overseas blessings.
叫侨福楼，解放后期建，建于1962年。今年这栋房子呢是64年了。
So we're going in, and this is a little one, built 64 years ago. And everybody's standing at the front taking pictures. So let's do something else.
太阳了。
它是这样子，它一出太阳是往这边，慢慢过去，转一圈，对，陈庆楼也是一样，这边也是一样的，就在山腰那个出去，没有直直上去。对，我们不，一楼、2楼、3楼。
So vertically it goes, it's one family per vertical, whatever you call this. It's like a townhouse, except it's circular. It's all connected. There are 30 families or well, I think there are 30 rooms per floor. So altogether 90 rooms in this tulo. Of course, this is a rather small one. And they all have the same last name. At least that's what used to be. This is the king. This is the big daddy. And this is the restroom, public toilet. It's outside the tulo. Why is this the king? Looks like mud hut.
体楼于明崇祯年间开始破土动工，到清康熙48年才竣工落成，历经了3代人的心血，建造前后花了81年的时间才建成。
Built over a period of 81 years, and it's the biggest one. It's about 6,000 square meters. There are 4 rings in there, which is interesting. And there are 402 rooms in there. And there are over there. At its peak, it was over 800 people that live here. There is no toilet inside, so it's very inconvenient. So we're going to go in and take a look. Well, the road outside is this kind of stone road. So a lot of things going on. Taking pictures, and firecrackers going off, and this is the King Tulo, and looks pretty impressive. Although outside the structure, maybe not too much because it looks like just mud. Anyway, the Americans discovered this Tulo and made it famous. Because back in the 60s, I think, when they were spying on everybody with their satellites, they discovered this and they say, oh, Chinese must be building these ICBM silos with nuclear weapons. And then later when they looked a lot closer, they found out that no, the smoke that's coming off is just people cooking in these homes. So that's what these are. As you walk in, you will see that this is not an empty Tulo with a big courtyard in the middle. There are actually multiple gates and multiple rings, which is quite interesting. And here, if you look back at while people are taking aerial pictures, you're looking up there, and you can see that this one actually has 4 floors. But it's a little crowded, probably not what I prefer. Probably the better ones are the one where the middle is empty, but this one is packed to the gill. Of course, that's why it's the king. It has a lot of people, and look at that. Now we're going in the first ring. Wow, okay, that's where the doors are. Some doors are over here. This is first ring, the day-to-day life kind of let's take some pictures. Not a big room, that's for sure, and very few rooms upstairs. Most rooms down here that I guess you can do business. There are 4 stories and 4 rings. And extend your room a little bit by using this armoire or shelf. Just cook a geese here. Cleaning that up. And downstairs is the kitchen with the refrigerator. So they obviously have electricity. Locks are not super strong, but I think it's secure enough. Now we go into the second ring. And the second ring is the kind of the living room and where you meet your guests and all that. The first ring is for living. Second room is for meeting. Smells good. Going into the third ring. The third ring are big rooms, and they're used for studying, or used to be. And there are no schools, so they no schools around, so they do their own school. And you can see now the fourth ring is for worship. Yeah. So the fourth ring, we call it the fourth ring, but it's actually just a big room for worship. I guess there are 3 doors to this place. 1, 2, and 3, which goes right out to the front door. Pretty interesting. This must be the main door, I guess, which makes sense. Now let's go check out the well. The well's on that side. That's right, push us apart, push us away. 5 meters deep.
地板上冒出来的地下水，属于地下水。天窗是源源不断。天窗呢，就是说意喻着海天地之灵气，取日月之精华之意哈。那很多人就会问我，为什么楼里面一定要有阴阳井呢？有一句古话。
The first one, and just walk up the steps, and the next one is a square one, and the square one the square design actually comes before the round one, and I guess people don't like the square one because of the different rooms configuration and all that, so and round solves the problem. So here's the square one, 西澤樓. Don't know if there's someone checking tickets. For the first one, they're supposed to be they're supposed to check it for every tulo, but apparently not, maybe.
你现在每栋楼都要谈吗？你每栋楼的主题都不同型号吗？联网是彩的都。
还是红商业组。那什么多少钱？我俩拿一瓶给你去唱歌。咱们有这个。
Square one have little houses down in the courtyard, surprisingly.
埃及都给我打电话了呢，埃及的。
And these are not just built for shops, they were probably built for common areas.
我有嘢食㗎。嗰度你唔識試下擺一杯茅記。咁咧，我見到啱先好激動嘅。啊，馬嗰度啊，不住了，就是樓梯了。有嘢食嘅。薑糖有少少。都幾好食㗎，唔好辣。
Right, this was the square one. Next, we are going to go to the oldest one, 600 plus years old. And outside, there are some outbuildings around. I guess it's a whole village. It's not just one tulo, but a few tulos and some outlying buildings and stuff like that. Right, let's look from over here, back there. Oh, right next to each other. Interesting.
所以啊，把它称之为五谷轮回宫，特别优雅，特别好听哈。对，好，那我们贵宾，那我们今天啊，4栋鼓楼有早为贵宾们讲解完毕。那我们也
来，我们来嘉宾们，我们来了解。
So this, the one on the right is 623 years old. The one has no foundation because the ancestors have not experienced. So you can see that on the right there's a crack and it seems to have some structural problems. So now they know better, they know that they need foundations. We're gonna go to the guide's place to her home to have some tea. Oh, it's 12 o'clock and we are done with the tea drinking. Of course, they try to sell you some tea, but it's not high pressure, so it's not bad. Rest your feet a little bit, have some ginger candy, and now we are on the way back to the bus and then head to lunch. Wonder what in store. Check out the tea plantation.
吃完饭呢，还要再上车。这边的景区呢，大概还有10。
Eat lunch. We are stopped at a restaurant here, 10 minutes from our next destination, and it's called Sik Gok Fan. Supposed to be a some kind of a prepared meal. 呢度係1啊，呢度係1啊，1、2、3啊。哦，呢個係3。沒有，這是1，這是1。這是1嘛？1、2、3。拍照。
哪有啊？
是什么？是 some kind of soup here。大家都在照相。
对了，手机先吃。对呀。
手机先吃。So the plates are like a puzzle, jigsaw puzzle that you put together. 8 in the middle, 8 on the edge. In the middle is actually a tulo where the soup is. Isn't that very creative? And the outside is a big steamer basket on a glass lazy Susan. Ring tulo that is basically run down. Well, this is a square one that is still operational, obviously, but we are not going into that one. And this is a house between the two tulo where you can get coffee, I guess. And there are a lot of locals here selling stuff. And then there's a circular one, which I assume we are going in. This is the second area, and it has tulo, but it also have a lot of other buildings, and supposed to have some water, lake, pond, whatever, which makes this place especially beautiful. And coffee house over here, very picturesque, very pretty. And who is that Vietnamese right in front of us? People do umbrellas here. They don't put up there. Oh, that's the Vietnamese here. Actually, I'm the Vietnamese too. This is called Hoài Yuen Lao, something like that. So this is round tulo, but they are actually. Hey, 你不要吹啊！So this is a two-layer, two-ring tulo. And 5 floors, looks like. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 floors actually. So these window tiles are from Myanmar. And you can go up if you pay extra. I guess we don't have enough time anyway. A second ring, and then in the middle is the worship house. Going up onto the 4th floor and then walk around, get our video in. Well, this is the view. Looks pretty nice. Let's take some pictures. So everybody's just going around, go one circle and then go down. But once you've been on the 4th floor,
冰箱贴手工烟要不要？很多烟，烟要不要带回去？
Of course, once you're on the 3rd floor, once you're on the 4th floor, third, second, doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is where people can live.
And it's pretty. Nobody lives here. More. All right, let's go to the third floor. Well. Well, just walking around, so let's go back down to the
They all look the same.
Hey, how come this one can only go up? This is a tea producing area, so there's a lot of tea. 金邊玫瑰、大紅袍、烏龍、紅美人、金錢蓮養生茶、鐵觀音美人茶。So this is a square one, and you can see open compound with a well, and we are supposed to go all the way up to the 4th floor first. To the 4th floor we go. Almost there. All right, so there's a rectangular Tulo, and it's about 100, just over 100 years old. So it's not that old. And look at the line of bricks. Yeah, look at the line of bricks on the roof. It's pretty interesting. It's a small one, huh? We're just walking around. Hey, this one has a open area. Must be a very, very, what would I say, modern idea. And this seems to be a storage area. And this one has a window. And what I heard is that it's for a storm. If a typhoon is coming through, it will make a sound. And the higher the pitch, the stronger the wind. Well, that's it. That's the, oh, and then you have a puppet show down there. Pretty neat. So, but I won't want to be the one living behind that stage because it blocks your access to the compound. Or maybe nobody lived there. I'm sure it works out. And here we're on a balcony overlooking all these homes. The roof line is pretty interesting. Oh, these are oil lamps. So they've turned this Tulo into a museum basically. And different rooms have different, these are older oil lamps. QR code. Yep. And more older, and are these candles? This might be candles. Wedding candles. More displays. Yuhei. More oil lamps, ancient oil lamps. More oil lamps. Oh, and over there is sewing machines. I bet they got some singer here. This is Min Gong. Oh, these are hand sewing machines. Interesting. Hand crank sewing machine, Singer sewing machine, Jones sewing machine, and Chinese made sewing machines. And wow, these are even older than that, it looks like. And what are these? These are moquette. These are wooden sandals. No, 呢個係三寸金蓮. The small bounded feet boots. 炭兜 charcoal scoop. Vases, porcelains. Not much to see. Maybe we just go back down. It's just a display of random stuff. Galen 屋企好多. Galen has a lot. And these are mosquito breeding apparatus. These are kitchen, because on the first floor typically is kitchens. Bowls, porcelain bowls, pots, vases. I guess it's made from a somewhat local pottery. Very old stuff, obviously. Not sure what this guy is, but it's like a pyramid of frogs and figurines. I really have no clue what it is supposed to be. Is it legit? Is it real? Or is it kind of just randomly put together? New. Who knows? And here's the puppet theater. I guess. For entertainment, this is good. And that's a machine, thrashing machine. 中興樓，福建土樓之光博物館 is a museum. Ah, that's why all the exhibits. Wow. That's a pretty amazing decoration here. And so well maintained, well, brand new practically. Tree, he said, oh, this is one of the younger ones. It's 300 years old. Pretty expressive. So pineapple and star fruits are local. They are grown here. Very uneven road. But what a nice picturesque little footpath. You can just dive in there and go some swimming, do some swimming, or just sit along the bank, do some fishing. or just take a nap. This is the famous place, Yin Sui Yao, made famous by a certain story and certain movie. And our guide was just explaining how the name of the place, probably about 20 years ago, came about. And he's explaining what pictures to take, what other places. But since we don't know anything about the story, those places don't mean too much to us. So we'll probably just hang out. Imagine this is the low season, and look at what's happening over there. This is another one of these trees, and all view restaurant and a water view. Not sure what we're supposed to be doing. All right, we are crossing the stumps. Sun is out, it's getting warm, and I wore my long sleeve sweatshirt.仲有去邊啊？哦，去個 water wheel 嗰度係咪？ And we're supposed to meet down at the bottom of the bridge ahead at 3 o'clock. And now it's 2:35. Looking back, this is what you see.
有，不是放在毛布袋上了吗？看到了。哦，你就那一格快20分钟没问题。对，打电话再给我们白手的。我过来。哎，好。
Well, a lot of homes here converted to restaurants, souvenir shops. A lot of nice tables and chairs here for consuming your consumables. And there's these two humongous, I'm talking humongous, banyan trees. And right by the river, and I even see someone fishing. Pretty nice place. I think this is the last tableau that we're going to see. It's a square, all rectangular one, and it's a rich person that owns this place. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 5 floors. So it is exception to the 4-story norm. And outer courtyard. It's called 和貴樓。和靚蓋康樂，貴子共聚言，最宣。貴中垂訓衣冠禮樂聖賢書。Oh, wow, it's kind of dark in there. Oh wait, that's because I got my sunglasses on. Alrighty. I guess people still live here. Huh? one's different because it's got a big screen TV. No, I mean it's got a open atrium in the middle of the.
志华，帮我们开一下。好。灯光够吗？
The room here.
加光，我加了光了。OK。
Well, this is the final stop. Public restroom at the rest area. Basically, we are done with our trip, and it'll probably be another hour before we get back. Now, this is what the inside of the rest area shop looks like. There are a lot of benches, and then it's like a store, like a convenience store.
就这些都是当地特色。我买了。
That's it. And there are 4 charging stations here. And just now at the parking lot, we have in the Tulo area, they have also a few charging stations. Pretty neat. All right, the guide is giving out.
如果有不能吃甜的，不能吃好，这个麦芽糖的啊。
Cookie. Chinese cookie.
是什么饼？
All right, we are here back. We just got dropped off, and right here is the beef noodle soup.
哎，你好，2位好，这边来点餐哦。
点餐。
啊，这边有一点的餐吗？
扫码点好了。扫码点餐。你最多食唔晒嘅，唔使問咁多。Well, you just look. Oh, I ordered the half beef, half tendon, and Jenny ordered the sour cabbage ramen. I ordered the standard. So, looks pretty good. The place is sparkling clean. And the other night, 2 nights ago, we came by and this place was out the door, people waiting outside. And tonight, not too much.